Good day, guys. As you all know me, as a mentor, Nasdaq Ninja. So, guys, today we're going to talk about fundamental analysis. So, the nicest thing is on the other side of the screen, it's what you guys see. What I see here is not what what you all see, understand? So, yeah, guys, today I'm going to teach you guys about fundamental analysis, and the nicest thing, guys, with fundamental analysis is that fundamental is not actually based on trend lines or whatever, but me, I will include those things as being part of the industry, understanding that those things can actually work, understand? But fundamental is based on data. So if we could have talked about NFP, if it was in South Africa, I was going to sell from 2010, not 2010, let's say 2011 until today, I was going to only be taking sales because there was low job creation, understand? So when we talk about NFP, there was less job creation. Consumer price index, I don't know if we had a lot of consumers purchasing this coming years because there's online services. You don't need to go to KFC to get your order. You just order it in, understand? So those things is the one that actually reduced the consumer price index. So in South Africa, I was going to sell every fundamental. You get the point? That's the most thing that I have really realized, if ever we could even like cut our hair online, we could have cut our hair online, everything could have. So those are the things that actually affect the dynamic of NFP. So in America, jobs they create, other times they do. But for me, I see them creating more jobs, you understand? So at the end of the day, one thing that I want you to understand, it's based on the data. It's based on the data. You understand? It's based on the data. That is the most important thing in the industry that I have to understand. Based on the data. Nothing much, nothing less. So, but at the end of the day, if we can look forward to NFP, today it's NFP actually. When we're talking about data, man, you can even you can even have a 1-minute strategy when it comes to fundamental, but fundamental could be something for people that work. Understand? As we can mix fundamental and technical because we are always on the chart. But if you work, you're just only coming here for NFP and CPI, and then you get the back, you move. That's how you can even do it like that. You can be a fundamental trader only. Understand? RIP to Easy Forex, he was a fundamental trader only. So you can only become a fundamental trader only. So that's how it is in the market that I can actually look forward to that. There are people that only trade fundamentals. There are people that trade technical. There are people that trade fundamental and technical. So it only depends to you. What is it that you want? And you can be successful trading fundamental. You can be successful trading technical. You can be successful trading both of them. It's possible. It's just a matter of understanding, So, but one thing that I've learned in fundamental, the most important thing is not technical, is data. What is the data of the market saying? That is the most important thing. Let's jump into our slide and see what is it that we have. Understand? So first thing first, before we jump in, guys, let me actually show you guys. I wanted to actually show you guys in the chart, but we'll just do one of the easiest thing here and tell you which broker I recommend for you all to use. Understand? So that we all be sorted. And why do I recommend this broker on fundamental? Understand? It's very important for me to make you understand, It's not a matter of favors, man. Here we don't have 1:500 leverage. We have 1:2,000 in a bonus. So I feel like for us, it's incredible, So like I said, what I see this side is not what you see, but there is it there. So with space markets, guys, there's the broker that I actually recommend. And what I love with space markets is the account type. You understand? You see, 1:2,000, it's really good for what is this? It's really good for, I can say it's really good for fundamentals. 1:1,000 is really good for fundamental as well. Because you can never on a technical analysis, you see a confirmation of buy, you enter all out, you'll blow your account. You get the point? So the other one, it's a bonus account, because for me, bonus account and a leverage is the same thing. Why am I saying it's the same thing? Because if 1:500 enters 10 trade, 1 is to 2000, how many trades will it enter? Just add 500. You understand? If it 1 is to 500 entered 10, 1 is to 1000, it will be 20. 1 is to 1.5, it will be 30. 1 is to 2000, it will be 40 trades. Understand? So same applies if you have a 200 bonuses account on a 1 is to 500. It will enter how much? 40. It can even enter 45 because you can add the 4 here, but it's still the same thing. You know, leverage can make you add more trades like bonus does. But I really loved when the times of the market were used to depend on leverage than depending on the bonus. You know, I don't know why, but in those times we used to make a lot because there was no funny things when it comes to leverage. So leverage is one of the greatest things that you guys have to teach yourself in. We can reduce it when we trade it on technical. Yes, technical needs you to use the proper risk management. But if you're going for fundamental, increase it. Make sure you go all out, because even if you can fund 2000, 0.01 on CPI can blow 2000. So what is the point of you risking 2000 and enter one trade? 10 seconds before, enter 5 trades. Once it goes 2000 each, it's 10K. Now you make 10K from 2000, done. Making 2K from 2K, well, you could have blown 2K. You get the point? So that is the most thing that I want you to understand, that you fund 2K, you open 0.01, you blow 2K. It's like if you entered 5, you could have survived. Let's say, not saying because you could have blown the 2K. So, okay, you enter 0.01, you blow 2K. I enter 0.5, I blow 2K. What is the difference between me and you? Because all of us, we blown. The only answer to that, all of us, we blown. But the difference is when we go to profit. You make 2K, I make 10K. So what is the real reason of you risking less when it comes to fundamental? Because 0.01 can blow a 5,000 account. But you'll enter 0.0 on a 5,000 saying I'm risk man, I'm doing a risk man. It will blow it. You get the point. Why didn't you enter 5 of them? So when you trade fundamental, you have to trade with the mindset of fundamentals. You can call a person a gambler, but at the end of the day, it's fundamentals. So here, guys, micro is when you find 1,000 less. You can use micro. Even on fundamental, you can use it. But I love leverage. I love leverage and bonuses on fundamental. 1, 2, 3 is what I love. You understand? So one thing I like about space markets, it accommodates everyone. You don't have to go another broker to, you find you trade this side, you trade this side. So these are the tools that you're going to use. You're going to use investing.com. Investing.com, that's where you use it for your calendar. You download it, write it down if you don't have it, so you can download. And on your calendar, you need to have 3 bulls. Those are the most moving events. So you're only going to trade 3 bulls. You're going to have an app called CNBC News app in your phone. This one, you're going to use it to trade fundamental in Nasdaq, especially New York session opening. The biggest risk is not taking any risk. That is the biggest risk. Like I said, you find 1,000, you enter 0.01. I find 1,000, I enter 0.4. What is the difference? When we blow, all of us, we all going to blow at the end of the day. If NFP takes the wrong direction, we all gonna blow. Whether you enter 0.02 on a 10K account, that thing can go strictly to your account. Like 0.01 back in those days used to go 10,000. I think it was 2022. It used to go 10,000, 0.01. So if you could open 5, you could go 50. But check, a person will find 1,005 and then open 0.01, and now find 1,005 and open 0.05. What is the difference? The difference is when that one goes in, he'll make 10K, I'll make 50. And then when we blow, me, I will blow and you will blow as well. We all gonna blow, because then the negative will be negative 10,000. Mine, it will be negative 50,000. That's when we realize that, oh no, one thing that we gotta adjust is only one. What do we adjust there? We adjust the time. Understand? So we need to enter 5 seconds before 5. We can survive. Obviously 0.01, 30 minutes before can survive. So now, how can we enter 0.05 and survive to be in NFP 5 seconds before? So 5 seconds before we jump in, we know how. Now we relax. 5 seconds, that's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. And then your account survive. Now you are in action. That's where the seconds came through. Understand? So we have investing.com, CNBC app, and Bloomberg. Like it says, one of my favorite quote as well. This one comes from Mark Zuckerberg. It says the biggest risk is not taking any risk in a world that is changing really quick. The only strategy that is guaranteed to fail is not taking a risk. You get the point? Like this has to touch you, you understand? How many times you saw a proper setup, but you don't take risks? But the setup actually went as predicted. And if you could have took risk, you could have made. There was a time in, I think it was September, not September, August last year. I made like approximately 400K in 3 days. So what I did is I funded 10K. I ballooned. The day I remember when I started, I ballooned 10K. And then I was left with like 10K, in my budget. So it was like 10K of the budget of the month of trading. It was left. And I went and slept, and I think I went to the bed for like 15 minutes, took a nap, woke up, and I was like, the market can never make me sleep. Never, ever. You understand? And I blew in the morning. I was trading in the morning. So 1530 came. When 1530 came, I had last 10K, I put 10K. And then I said, I'm going to enter 10 seconds before. You should check the market 10 seconds. It has to be 15, 29, 50 seconds. You understand? And then it's 10 seconds before. You should see what the market does at that time. Then I went there and then I started margin calling on 10 seconds before. So I said, I'm not going to open 0.01. It's a 10K account, 200 bonus. I'm going for 0.10. And I went all out. Same time it made 100K. And I was like, damn, tomorrow I did the same thing. The other day I did the same thing. Then if I were to quit that day, and I thought like this is the end of the day, that was the rest of me. Like I couldn't have made that cash. You understand? But because I woke up and I said, I'm going to take the risk. It was last cash, but at the end of the day, we're going to take that risk. That risk changed my life. I always tell people the day that I decided to take risks, that's the day my life changed. I don't know how, but that is the day my life changed. I remember when I started, I took a risk of last 2K and I blew it. But whatever that came through in my mind made me to be here today. But if I didn't blow that 2K, I wasn't gonna be here. Sometimes it's not what you become when you win, it's what you become when you lose. You understand? So most of the people hate losing, but you don't understand what can a losing path build you to become. You don't think that, I don't think way better than when I was broke. When I was broke, I used to think way better. Now, I'm relaxed. I feel like I'm too relaxed because I can't even solve a simple problem. It becomes difficult to me to solve a simple problem. How to open a simple business. I can't crack that code, but I cracked how to be a successful trader and became successful. You understand? So that is the most thing that I wanted you to understand. The biggest risk is not taking risks. You have to take risk when necessary. You understand? And sometimes consistency plays a good role when you're going in the right direction. If you're going to the wrong direction, even if you try whatever, at the destination, you'll see that you're gonna get wrong result. Right direction brings right results. The only thing that matters is following wrong content. Yeah, man, if you're here, it means you believe that Forex is not a scam. But most of the people believe Forex is a scam. If you've never been in a Forex, you see me passing with my Go 7, say, Ninja, that one is Ninja, is a scammer. But you ask who have I scammed? Nobody. You understand? I gave you what the market says, but you failed to apply it. You went to school for like almost, I don't know if my estimation is correct, 15 years. And then you add another 4 years in varsity. Today, let's say you have certificate, but you don't have job. Let's say you've been paying school fees. Who is the scammer? You came into my session for like 2 days. Let's say it's 2 days. In 3 months, you expected to be a millionaire. You took 15 years trying life. You failed. 3 months, it's already enough for someone. I've been in this industry for like 2 years before I made capital. I mean, before I even made my first 5,000, I've been in this industry for 2 years and I was never gonna quit. I always finish where I start. That's me. You understand? So the other thing, guys, is Bloomberg. Bloomberg, you just have to put it. You see, here I have 3 screens. Here I like putting my Telegram. Here I like putting my Bloomberg. Actually, Bloomberg sits here, and then here I put my chart, and here I put my chart. Understand? So Bloomberg is what happens. It's for you to get to know what is happening fundamentally. Fundamentally, it's based on you. It's what you get to understand what is it that is happening fundamental. So you just watch the news, man. They could even say Tesla shares is low today. And then you'll be like, oh, Tesla shares is low. And when you check your analysis, it gives you a proper sell. Sell Nasdaq. Simple as that. So that's how it is. The news play a bigger role in the market. That is why in the early stages, there used to be stock traders and all of what is this traders used to buy a newspaper in the New York newspaper, whereby they tell them about who's losing what, who loses what. You understand? And we thought like, man, I can't read that. You understand? Those were back in those days. But now we realize that, oh no, that newspaper is important. But they made it easy for us. They just put it on CNBC News app or on Bloomberg. So you have to watch those things and be updated. If you're really a market trader, you have to be consistently watching that. Let's jump in. So what you look for into a broker, first thing first that you have to look for, it's leverage. You understand? That is the most important thing that you have to look for when it comes to a broker. This thing, guys, I landed in 2019, but imagine I just made it in 2021. So count from 2019, the same knowledge that I learned in 2019 is the one that is operating today. You get the point. Fundamental. When I came in the industry, what I loved is fundamental, but I was still to learn technical. You understand? So I was like, let me learn technical. The most important thing to say, let me learn technical. You get the point? So it's the most important thing, you know. So I learned technical during the process. I was trading fundamental and I became way better with fundamental. If you go to smart trade account, go down there, you see 2019 I was killing fundamentals only. So I know a lot when it comes to fundamental, but now I started investing into technical analysis and I started knowing much more better than fundamental. And I realized fundamental it's easy. You know, I remember the person that introduced me to Forex told me that he doesn't like technical because it takes much of his time. He only likes fundamental because he will trade at a certain time. You know, like, but we can invest in all because we are studying, you understand? But he ended up quitting, leaving the industry because fundamental can make you leave. But I kept on pushing with technical and then I became who I became. Understand? Not saying fundamental is not the good thing to trade. It is. It's just that you have to have better understanding of it. So what you have to look at in when it comes to a broker, it's leverage. Leverage when it comes to fundamental, even if you open 1:100, you're a technical trader. You're not a fundamental trader. Here we can say it's gambling. It's cool. It's safe to say it's gambling, man. 2000 making 20K now. It's gambling. It's okay. I don't want to lie. It's cool. We can say it's gambling. If you want to call it like that, it's fine. But everybody today is going to trade NFP. Are we all gamblers? So at the end of the day, it means all of us are going to gamble. Because either someone is going to blow cry and someone is going to make money and celebrate. Either way, one must lose and one must win. Because if I win, you lose, I'm withdrawing your money. If I lose, you win, you're withdrawing my money. So there's no way all of us can win. If all of us win, which money are we going to withdraw? Some are going to lose. That is a fact, and we can never lie, understand? And some, when they lose, others are withdrawing the ones that are lost. And then others, when they lose others, it's just a versa. But if you became the only one that is losing, just know you are the only one that is donating. Understand? There are those which are withdrawing. Understand? So that's how it is. And most of the people seen one of the huge profits when it comes to fundamental, and which is the nicest thing. So the other thing that we look to, it's a bonus. You see, and one thing I like with the pictures that I have picked here, you can see this person is jumping on it, and then the cash is just going to the top. You understand? So it's a leverage. Leverage is meant to, you know, it's you jumping into the chart, but the cash, once it comes in return, it's the higher the leverage, the higher the risk. The less the leverage, the less the risk. So in fundamental, everything has to be high. If you can put 1:10,000 leverage, I'll increase it because everything has to be high. It's fundamental. At the end of the day, even if I go less, I will still blow my account. So we have a bonus account. A bonus, you can see your fund, let's say, we can say it's $10, and then your $10 now it's at let's say times two, $20. So that's a bonus. The pictures that I actually picked, I like them. Understand? So let's talk about instant execution. When we're talking about instant execution, I don't know if you've seen this, ne? But don't ever get mad when you see your broker does that. Press once. If it doesn't enter, don't press again. So there's those times where you enter a trade, you enter, it doesn't enter, right? And then because it didn't enter, you start pressing a lot so that it enters, and then it keeps on stopping. After a minute, those trades that you have entered, let's say it goes to an opposite direction, they put them where you entered. Now you blown your account. Understand? So that's not instant execution. You understand? I think it's delayed one. So what you have to do, it has to be a broker whereby when you press, they put you now. Instant execution. Fundamental, we don't want to be delayed. We want to be instantly. We want to enter now. The news are now, put me now. You understand? So we want instant execution. We need timer. Timer is one of the most important tool in the market. I'm gonna repeat this, even 15:30, 10 seconds before is still one of the greatest. So even if I can say by 10 minutes before, you feel like you are not safe to enter, 10 seconds before can change your life. 10 seconds before you check, 10 seconds before you start clicking, you will be in the game, in the movement, no matter what. So the timer is the one that we're going to use 10 seconds before. As if you trade with us, we always say, what is the timer? There's a timer there we're looking 10 seconds before. Then we enter, execute our trade. That's one thing that we really need. You understand? So, but we need leverage. Always the leverage has to be high. Don't forget that. We need a bonus. If you don't have a leverage, we need a bonus. A bonus and a leverage, I never saw them on the same. If they put them on the same account, you can make a lot. And then instant execution and a time. Those are the most thing that we really need, me and you. We need that. There is nothing much more better than that we need. You understand? That's what we really need, me and you. So let's jumping into another chapter. Like I said, fundamental is not a long thing. Understand? It's just one of the easiest thing in the market to teach. So here it is golden fundamental strategy. So you see, after here we come, it's a golden fundamental strategy. So I think this is the last chapter, you know. So on the golden fundamental strategy, one thing that you have to understand is that it works on Nasdaq. So in most cases, you need to look at 1530. So let me write this down for you. Let me write this down for you so that you really understand this. Let's come here. There's a lot about fundamental I can teach you guys. There is a lot, you understand? There is a lot that we can actually talk about, but today this is what we're gonna focus on. So this strategy works 1530. Let's say 1531 actually. 1531 app, CNBC news app, right? So at 1531 there has to be a pop-up message, right? There has to be a pop-up message whereby it enters, and then once it enters, it says there's two rules on it. It's either it will start by door, or it will actually start by saying what is this? It will start by saying S&P 500. You get the point. So you're gonna enter at 1531. So if you keep on writing on the board, I'm gonna remove you. Understand? Because this is my board. If you want yours, go create yours. But at the end of the day, that's how it is, guys. So it says S&P 500 rises. The other side, I'm gonna show you once we get there. Understand? So here, I just want you guys to understand. We entered 1531. There will be a pop-up message that will come out, and then once it comes out, those are the message that it's gonna give you. So I'm gonna go back to my board. Yeah, there is it there. So the message will start by saying S&P 500 rises as the market rebounds. You buy Nasdaq. S&P 500 drops due to the market being on a sell-off. You sell Nasdaq. Here it will say It will start by saying Dow Jones jump 300 point as tech gain. You buy Nasdaq. Dow drops 1% as Apple loses its shares. You sell Nasdaq. Why is those things really important to the market? S&P 500 and Nasdaq takes the same direction, right? And then they say it rises as the market rebounds. So what are we rebounding in? So most of the time we could be rebounding on the sell-off. So once it says rebounds, you go for Nasdaq, you put your zone there, you sell on it. You understand? Obviously, you have your zone before you enter. And then here it says S&P 500 drops due to the market being on a sell-off. You sell Nasdaq. Here it will start by Dow. At the end, it has to end by a company. So here it says Dow jumps 300 points. As tech gain. You get the point? So when it says tech gain, in my understanding, I understand that Nasdaq has tech companies. You understand? I don't know if you knew about that, but that's how it is. It has tech companies. So when it says tech gain, you have to understand that Nasdaq has tech companies. I'll keep on repeating that so that we don't get confused. You understand? It has tech companies. I just want to make sure everybody really understand that Nasdaq has tech companies. You get the point? That's how it is. So let's go back again. So here it says S&P 500 drops due to the market being on a sell-off. So sell-off is one of the most thing that makes the market to sell. So once we're on a sell-off, you find the market is dropping really bad. So you sell. So here when they say Dow jumps, don't buy USD. You go and see what is it at the end. They say point as checks gain. You buy Nasdaq because tech companies are gaining. Dow drops 1% as Apple loses its shares, sell Nasdaq. So those are the one thing that I really understand. But now let's jumping into the chart, guys, and see what the chart has for us. So there's a strategy now that will be announced, which is the blueprint strategy 2.0 for fundamental. It will be on 2.0. It's one of the perfect strategy that is coming up. I'm telling you guys, we're still actually building it, but it will be one of the incredible strategy. So now, since it's fundamental, let's actually analyze and see what is it that we can take during our fundamental. It's very important for us to know because it's NFP day. Obviously, people funded. I'll give you guys the direction real quick, but I'll do analysis first. In pure price action, one thing that I like when it comes to fundamental is zones, because you know you can never disrespect zones. Zones are one of the strongest tools in the market. If you didn't know, now you know. Understand? So I'm going to create zones as a trend line and zones as a, what is this? Zones as a trend line and zones as horizontal. You understand? So I'll make sure that it makes sense to you all. But for me, guys, my target is buys, you know. So I'm coming again here. I'm coming again here. And then I'm looking for this one. So still, if you can check this one, it actually broke, right? Coming again here. So the only thing that I need here is just the proper third touch. So this one, I think this one is it's a must because it's more legit. It's first, second, and third, and it didn't even give me a good touch. Just decided to reverse during the road. Do you understand? So these are actually my zones. When I talk about zone, I'm talking about they call it key levels. Katlosis call them key levels, and it's a nice name as well. Key level, it's a key, man. We're locked here. For you to pass here, you have to show me papers. And it's just an example. But at the end of the day, understand here, I once had my demand that gave me a bigger movement there. So this is where I will take my buying opportunities during fundamentals. If the market is here, if it's here, and if it's here. But no, anyway, if it's here during the road, no, I'm going to take my selling opportunities. But when it comes to NFP today, I predicted a buy. I think the market is going to buy. So actually, I already gave you guys the direction. I already gave you guys the direction. So today, NFP, guys, it's a buy. Let's go for H4 60. 60 minutes. So if you can check here, we have another level here. We can say this is a key level as well. This is a level as well, but when the market it will be at, I'll take buying opportunities. But you see here, for me here now, I can take buying opportunities, but obviously we need to wait for fundamental to kick in. Your target could be here, but due to that it's NFP, first NFP, so we know very well that it can push much more better. Understand? And it came earlier. And once it comes earlier, it means we need to wait for a week for us to have what is this? For us to have CPI, we need to wait a week, then it will be in another type. So, and the other thing that we have here, fundamentally, we have a falling wedge here. Technically, we have a falling wedge, and this define a reversal pattern. So I actually see buying opportunities, guys. Don't get me wrong. That's what I see, guys. See buying opportunities. I see the market pushing further more to the top. So one thing that I would like is the market starting to reject on this candlestick and start pushing to the top. Then that's one thing will make me happy. Understand? But the only thing that I see today, guys, I see a buy. Understand? That's how it is, guys. When you trade, make sure you take space markets and take me so that we will be on, understand? NFP will be on, guys. I see a buying opportunity. I feel like this became much more easier. The problem is we left with 12. I think we're left with 3 hours and 30 minutes, but the wait will be enough for us to wait and see what is the drama of the market. But as much as the market does whatever, come here, if 15:30 we are here, we're gonna push to the top. So that is the most thing that I want to advise you guys to understand, that this is where the market will reverse. And neither how the market jumps to the bottom side, this trend line will actually stop it to come back to the top side. Understand? So it only depends on where we will be at the moment of 15:30. But if we're at this certain point here, we're going to take buying opportunities. Let's go for Nasdaq. I like Nasdaq because in most cases, it's the one that gives me proper entry point. The sell. Oh, there's nothing that hurt me yesterday like the sells. Saw this sell. I saw the sell on USDT, but USDT did its own drama. Started buying. Like, man, why are you doing that? So, and the other thing, guys, let me go back to where I was. I want to show you something real quick. The other thing about USDT is this is a daily zone here. This is a daily zone. To be disrespected, it'll take time. You see here, it's a daily zone. Daily. Like in a daily zone. I don't know if there could be a trend line coming from the bottom side in a daily. Yeah, but it didn't close outside. But at the end of the day, this is a daily zone. When I talk about daily, H4 zone is strong. So obviously a daily zone is also strong. So fundamentally, even the data says is a buy. So when technical confirms this, for me, it gives me more confidence. You understand? So I understand it's a buying opportunity. Obviously, the trade, guys, you're going to take not now. You're going to take at 15, not 15, 14, 29, 10 seconds left. Yeah, with 50 seconds. That's where you're going to start punching your trades. Start there. Don't even try. You can start with, if you know you are a person that gets, you can start once it says 29, you start saying 1, 2, 3. You understand? But 10 seconds, it needs you to be fast on your button. So your 10 seconds is quick. Don't get me wrong. So Nasdaq, let's check where it is. Nasdaq, I predicted that it has to come back to this zone. It's a buy, gents. This thing is playing with fire. Where it's playing, it's fire. Understand? So you see where we at. This is a daily zone. So when it comes to fundamentals, I like zones because they're the strongest. So I wished if it could push a little bit and give it a proper touch. But if it decides to reverse there, it's allowed. And then we're going to use our current low, our current high here. Then if we can check here, I just want to go furthermore to the bottom side and see if the trend line from the bottom side didn't touch there. So if you can check here, it broke, but it didn't close outside. It's very important for you to understand that it didn't close outside. It can still come back inside. You understand? So it can put people on, but the next thing it comes back. So hey, it will be a problem there. So if you don't understand trend line, you feel like trend lines don't work. See, this trend line will be the most. This is the most powerful piece at the moment. It's powerful. It can pass it, you understand. But third touch, third respect, fourth touch, I see buying opportunities, guys. I see buying opportunity. No other way. This zone here. Let's just put this one. I want to put it with the emoji. You see this zone created a big movement again. And then it will create another big movement again here. It's a must. So it's a must of it to reach here so that we see buying opportunities coming out very well. Me, I see buys here. There's a buys. I love buy, but it's a buy. Now it's no longer all about love. It's all about analysis. And then we may be coming back here to retest or just pass. Let's push to H4 and see what is it that we have. So in H4, one thing that I will try to, it's just to come up with the setup. I had a beautiful neckline. That is why I don't like neckline here, but it just chose to pass it. I'm just waiting for the market to reach at this level. Nasdaq, you can even enter when it reaches on this level. Nasdaq doesn't have a lot of drama like USDT. USDT, you gotta enter 10 seconds before, but Nasdaq, once it touches there, you can jump in. You come back again. I just want to have a proper analysis. Here we had a beautiful sale here. This third touch was beautiful. This third touch here, beautiful third touch. You understand? Like I said, third touch is a 90% rule on the previous session. First, second, third, it's sold. Check. It's sold like nobody's business. Previous session, we said this one, it's a sell here. Understand? If you remember very well in the previous session, we said this is a sell and check how it dropped. And if you don't believe, you can just check it again. You see, we said this one is a drop and eventually it dropped. Why? Third touch, first, second, third touch has a 90% rule of making the market to reverse. And I like the fact that it gave it a proper touch because it didn't have a proper touch. It could be you here killing it. But at the end of the day, we missed it. We can never cry on it. We leave it slide. So the other one, this here, let's just put it here. Now wait, let's just put it here. If it touches there, we understand buying opportunities are much more valid because we need to use the peaks there. Yeah. So yeah, guys, today's NFP, guys, I'm predicting a buy. Let's make sure we're killing it. We kill it. So at the end of the day, guys, that's the end of our session. Like I said, I don't want to make the sessions long because I upload them on YouTube. I love menu. I gained. Let's listen. Okay, caught that sell on the ABCD strategy yesterday. So now, guys, I'm gonna listen to the questions. You can ask if you have any questions. If you have any questions, guys, you can ask. Understand? If you have any questions, you can eventually ask. That's how it is. If you have any questions, ask so we can be done and dusted. I really appreciate you guys for coming. Is gold going to move the same today? Unlike last time, man. Yo, I hate gold. Yo, I don't love gold. I didn't enter gold last time, but I don't like it. Yo. Gold. Like, guys, gold was bad. Last month, gold was really bad. So I think we can start having the ABC strategy, guys. Don't you think we can make it as a strategy? ABCD. People already understand it. That's cool. I called gold, guys. I didn't love it last. I don't know if we should analyze it or what. Oh, okay. Gold is already buying. Oh, damn. Check what E did. So like this, he sold. Okay, that's good. That's good. Yo, I don't know about gold, guys. I don't know about gold. You see, gold is already buying. People are predicting sells here. Man, we're buying. This one at least is already buying. Me, I'm just gonna buy it. Okay, let's try Euro USD. Guys, come on. Come on. We see here. We're having great analysis here. Okay, let me do this. You see the flag and everything. Like this is a proper buy. Guys, I think Clausius did analyze with you this trade because I saw once you see it's red there, it's blue peeps. But at the end of the day, guys, you should have caught this buy, gents. Where were you? Guys, I hope and believe you guys caught the buy, guys. The boy can teach you for free and you guys don't catch what he just told you. Understand? Here, buys, guys, are much more valid. You know, the market is already buying. That's one thing I like about it. It's already buying. Oh, so in my belief, I just believe that it will just come here and pass, and that's a third touch. We shall see, but me, I'm on buying opportunities, guys. Let's actually analyze this one from the highest point and see what is it that am I predicting. Okay, but at least it has its highest here, and then its current low here. So the only thing that we're playing part in is this points. Let's come back here. I want to see something. That touch, it does get respected, if you can see here, but it got first, second, third, it got respected. Okay, there's first, second. Let me use the second candlestick here. If it's possible. Yeah, it is possible. Let's say we use the body. It's super possible. Guys, it's a buy. It's a super buy. It's a buy. That touch, we had it here first, second, and then the third touch. This one has to break. Once it breaks, we move. Simple buy. Please cook a free seminar in Johannesburg with Space Market. Guys, I don't want to put a seminar and you guys don't come. If you want a seminar, let's hope and believe you guys are going to pull up, but never disappointed in Johannesburg, I know. But at the end of the day, guys, let's hope and believe you guys will pull up. Let me not make this video long. If you want to ask question, ask on Telegram, guys. Let's meet on another session. Maybe CPI session might be live in Johannesburg seminar. I'm not sure, but I have to go and suggest it. Let's make sure it happens. See you guys in the